Damn little buggers. This is why I moved to Arizona. Check out the sky. Absolutely incredible. Pretty amazing. Yeah, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Hopefully you're having a great day or night. Back at it with the vlogs. Had to take a little bit of a break. I'm motivated, guys, to get things done. I need to start banging out listings. I got a project I was talking about last week about listing 500 vinyl records. I'm going to go into detail with that today. I'm also going to show you guys some stuff, not everything that I sold the past week, but I'll show you some cool highlights of what I sold recently. Other than that, we will talk about the reseller mindset and how important it is, at least it is for me. So let's see what we do today. Okay, got my handy dandy chalkboard. This is my vinyl challenge. It's a personal challenge for me to do here. Been working on it for about 7 days now, and started when I had 225 listings on Etsy. I'm trying to get to 500. See how many days it's going to take. We're going to make it happen. And I'm also not going to shave. I can't grow a beard, so it's going to annoy me as it starts to grow out. It'll itch and stuff like that. So it's going to be some motivation for me to really knock these 500 listings, which is about 302 listings away from the numbers we're looking at right now. We're going to see how long it takes me to do that. Let's get it started. All right, let's dive into what I sold recently. Paid $2 for this Brooks Brothers men's aqua blue performance polo golf cotton shirt, size large. This sold for $16 plus $4 shipping for a total of $20 shipped. Paid $3 for this at the thrift shop a week ago. It's a Safety Turtle personal immersion additional wristband bracelet, alarm new. Sold on eBay for $34 shipped. Picked this up for $2 as well last week at the thrift shop. It's an electronic baseball game, basic fun, retro, handheld, new in the box. Sold for $10.95 plus $4 shipping for a total of $14.95 shipped. Paid $5 for this locally from a buddy of mine. This is a Team Associated Vintage Project RC car controller and parts sold as is. Threw it to auction and it ended up going for $26.26 plus $12.40 shipping for a total of $38.66 shipped. Thank you, William, for purchasing this. Another local fella Arizonian that watches me here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Paid $2 for this Carolina Panthers NFL football Reebok Pro Line vintage nylon zip-up jacket, size large, from the thrift shop. Sold for $34.04 plus $14 for a total of $48.04 shipped. This came out of a storage unit, might have had a nickel in it. It's a Clint Black 1990s country music tie-dye vintage concert t-shirt, size 2XL. Sold on eBay for $17.06 shipped. Here's a consignment deal that I'm working on with a friend. It's a Paradise Found men's Magnum PI red floral rayon Hawaiian vacation shirt, size large. Did have some stains on it. Sold for $17.01. Took about 48 days to sell on eBay. Paid $1 for this at a thrift shop. Showed you guys in a previous video. It's a Titleist Authentic Golf FootJoy Pro version 1 black cotton strap back hat, new. Sold for $15.60 plus $4 shipping for a total of $19.60 shipped. Paid $1 for this at a garage sale. It's a Nintendo Wii Black Motion 2-in-1 controller bundle with nunchuck, tested and works. Sold for $16.38 plus $4 shipping for a total of $20.38 shipped. Took less than a week to sell on eBay. Paid 50 cents for this Ploy strategic game of maneuver and capture. It's a 3M 1970 bookshelf board game complete. Sold for $22 with free shipping. Paid 50 cents for this as well. It's a Bermuda Triangle 1975 vintage Milton Bradley board game, 99% complete. It was missing a couple little submarines, I believe. Anyway, it sold for $21.95 shipped. Paid $2 for this at the thrift shoppy. Cole Haan men's cherry brown leather lace up dress shoes, size 10D. It took about 43 days on eBay to sell. Finally sold for $24.01 with free shipping. Paid $1 for this at the thrift shop. It's 1980s Walt Disney World USA Vintage Mickey Mouse Snap Jacket, size large. Sold on Etsy for $29 plus $11 shipping for a total of $40 shipped. Paid $11 for this on clearance. It's a Disney Star Wars The Black Series Sergeant Gene Erso action figure from Rogue One. And this sold on Amazon Merchant Filled for a total of $72.31. It was in Mexican dollars. I went to Mexico, so I think that's why it went for so much money. But yep, it's going to go DHL, which happens to suck because I have to drive about 30 minutes to ship it off to DHL, which I got to do today. Got to take it over there, see if we have any problems with it. I have sold some stuff to Mexico in the past, and it's kind of hit or miss from time to time. But yeah, good money in this here for $11 investment, $72 in fees. So happy it's sold, but I'm also a little nervous about it arriving safely. On to some items I sold for profit on Steve's eBay. What we have here is a CR Light 10-watt Edison-style vintage LED filament light bulb. And this was part of a liquidation lot, I believe. Ended up selling for $10 plus $4 shipping for a total of $14 shipped. This was part of a Home Depot liquidation buy. It's a unique Home Designs quick release kit for hinged horizontal window guard. This sold for $12 plus $8 shipping for a total of $20 shipped. And the last item sold on Steve's account came out of a Cal Ranch arbitrage buy. Under Armour Heat Gear Antler logo black, long sleeve loose shirt, new WT. $29 extra large. This sold for $13 plus $4 shipping for a total of $17 shipped. Very odd feeling at the moment. Everybody's at school. Kim's at work. The kids are at school. For the past year or so, Anthony's been homeschooled, so he's always been here with me. So kind of got the house to myself, minus the dog and the cat. Let's throw a party! No, but seriously, not sure what's going on. Just doing some listening some vinyl records, just trying to stay productive. So I think it's important to have a mindset, a game plan, action when it comes to reselling. And this is some stuff I wrote down, just kind of 10 basic things about what you can do to kind of have a reselling mindset. And the first one is always have your mind on the money, honestly. No matter where you are at, whether you're at obviously the thrift shop, garage sale, always thinking, how can you make money? If you're at Walmart, if you're at Walgreens, I'm always looking for opportunities to make money, no matter where I'm at. If I'm sitting on the couch here, I'm looking at Letgo, I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace. Anywhere I can find a deal where I can profit. And I think that once that reselling gets in your blood, that you're going to look at the world a lot differently, and everything you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can make money off that if I bought it for this, or my gosh, that's so expensive here at let's say Target, let's say for example tents. Man, the cheapest tent at Target's $140. Well, there you go. You're making money right there, because guess what? When you go to a garage sale, you see a tent there, you go, hey, maybe that tent I'll pick it up for a couple bucks, flip it locally for 50. So it's one of those things, guys, you always got to have your eye on the prize and always be thinking about money. Another one is always adapting and changing. Always adapting in your business, always changing your business, right? Nothing lasts forever in this business, knowing when to adapt and knowing when to go into new things, always trying something different. And that's what's kept me afloat for all these years, is constantly going from one thing to the next thing, adapting and going out and making my own website, going and trying Etsy, doing Amazon FBA, doing Amazon Merchant Filled, doing local, doing everything I can to pretty much, bring money in, right? The other one is passion. You got to have passion for this business. You got to be able to go out there and say, listen, you know what? This is something I want to do. I enjoy this. You got to love it. You got to wake up going, hey, man, I'm going to crush it today. I'm going to make it happen. And thinking like that and having passion and drive is going to go a long way. Another one's patience. Have patience. You got to have patience in this business. If your business model is a little bit maybe long tail, or maybe, hey, I could sit and wait for this, you got to believe at some point that the right buyer is going to come in. And they do, just some of it just takes time. You just can't sit there and say, well, I listed 30 things today, and by the time night falls, nothing's sold. You're going to say, oh, I'm not going to do this, because you got to have some patience. You got to also believe in yourself. You got to believe that you could do this. Having patience and believing in yourself, believing that, you're motivated enough to go out there and do this, that, hey, if I could see these guys on YouTube doing it, if I see these people in the Facebook group doing it, I could see all these other eBay sellers doing it, Amazon sellers, you could do it. Anybody could do this business. But you got to have the passion, and you got to believe in yourself. You got to find out what works for you as well. You know, that's what my channel talks about, finding out what works for you. You got to find out what your little niche is, what your item is. What is it locally that you can get your hands on, right? That's abundant, that's always there, that you can still flip for it, you know? And it's things like that when you start finding out what is your local game. What do people in your local area need? Is when you really become, you know, you kick up your business another level, because you're focusing on one thing that's driving profits on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. You got to put the grind in. You got to put in that hustle, that listing until your fingers go numb, right? You know, constantly working on your business, constantly listing, spending the time in the trenches, getting stuff listed, getting stuff sold, and keep grinding it out. Every day's a grind. You know, it's a grind. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, you're constantly moving and moving and moving and bettering your business. You know, it's nonstop after a while, because it just consumes you. But for those that don't work, those that wanted to sit back and play, you know, checkers and drink coffee, great, let them do that. While some of us are out there all day long, pounding the pavement, pounding the keyboard, listening to stuff online, guys. And then when you're doing deals, you got to be trustworthy. You know, you got to be reputable. You know, when you're doing your eBay store, your Amazon store, your Etsy store, you got to have a good reputation. You know, you got to have good feedback. Go the distance for your customers. You know, if there's a return, don't blame them for it. Just say, listen, you know what? If it was something that you paid $1 for, say keep it, right? You'd be surprised. You know, building up that feedback's important, and being trustworthy. You know, a lot of people, you know, they're shopping online, but when they see negatives over here, they go, ooh, I'm gonna stay away from that, right? Or they see a description on Amazon that there's no description. They're like, well, how do I know this is what's going on with this product, right? Just spelling things out, being a reputable business, and just believing in the right thing to do. And the last two are, you know, understanding that there's always a better deal. There's always another deal tomorrow. There's always another deal down the road. If you think like that, and don't just, you know, jump into buying product that you're not 100% sure with, or if you're going to the thrift shop and like, hey, you know what, I gotta buy something today. Don't feel rushed, because there's always another deal out there. I can tell you guys this from experience, that there's been times where I was like, I didn't, you know, early on, I'm like, I gotta buy something today. And then a week later, a big deal came up and I didn't have the money saved up to do that deal because I blew money in garbage. So there's always another deal around the corner. And finally, the last reseller's mindset, you gotta save your money. Honestly, folks, you gotta save your money. You gotta put that money in the bank. You gotta put that money aside and save it for a rainy day, save it for your picking fund, save it for a vacation, for bills, whatever you gotta do. But at the end of the day, when you're done with everything with reselling and you've made a profit, you gotta put that money away, because there is no retirement with this business. And only you are gonna be in control if you're full-time doing this, you know? If you're working a job right now and this is a part-time thing, keep shoveling that money into a savings thing. If you owe debt, pay the debt first. Then, but always start saving. Put a percentage to the debt and a percentage to save. Whether it's 1%, start saving today. Now, the Golden Finger Picker YouTube channel with Chad and Kim, these guys have the resell mindset. They have it, and they have the experience. They have the go-around. They have, you know, they've done it with reselling, when it comes to raising kids. You know, they've been around the block with this, and I've got a lot of respect for people like that, you know, that are living a lifestyle where, you know, they can kick back a little bit, watch TV, go on vacation, they can go to the beach and sip on, you know, cocktails and eat shrimp, but they still know that they have to hustle to make a living, you know. And you know, with these days here on YouTube, there's not too many of us older generation of people that are out here talking about reselling. And I think Chad and Kim are one of these people that all of you guys should be subscribed to, no doubt about it. You know, do I agree with everything Chad says? I don't. And there's things we disagree about, but for the most part, the way he runs his business, what he talks about, I feel really positive that, you know, you're going to learn something from his channel, and just understand the lifestyle of this business, you know, understanding reselling. So comment down below about Chad, what you think about Chad. If you've never heard of Chad, the Golden Finger Picker, and his wife Kim, there'll be a link down below for you guys to subscribe. If you go subscribe, just say, hey, Global Voodoo Shot, need to be out, and gonna here to check you out. But yeah, definitely good people for sure. Chad and Kim, Golden Finger Picker channel. Thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Again, I apologize I haven't been making videos the past week. Just some things came up, some personal things, and some health issues. But I'm okay, moving forward. Plan on making more and more vlogs as we move along the chain here. We're getting close to 200 vlogs, which is pretty darn cool. Appreciate all of you guys that watch. You guys are great. Go out there, make some money, get some items listed, stay productive, save some money. Next time I'm out here, peace. Vlog over!